There's a financial incentive because lies always get more clicks than truth. I could make up lies all day long on social media and they would go viral much easier than truths will.
You know, I want to start with this Social Security nonsense, right? Caroline Leavitt and Elon Musk claiming that $4.5 trillion was paid in Social Security to tens of millions of people that are dead. And now we are learning, Ron, shocker, that is not true. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, this follows it's such a familiar pattern. It's so tired and it's so old. I've followed Elon Musk for a long time, and this is what he does. I mean, he finds something, or some kid brings him something, or somebody on the internet shows him something, whatever it is, and he just throws it out there. Yesterday he also posted a screenshot, a photo, which he said was migrants with axes taking over a hospital in England. And it was a screenshot from the movie Dark Knight Rises. It was just some knucklehead, just made something up and put it out. And, Musk just grabs it and says, let me send this to 220 million people. He doesn't check anything. He doesn't screen anything. He just puts out like a daily fire hose of lies. And then he's got his whole, there's a financial incentive though for these people, because all of the people who repost his stuff and put it out, they get paid. They get paid by Elon Musk based on their engagement numbers. So there's a financial incentive because lies always get more clicks than truth. I could make up lies all day long on social media and they would go viral much easier than truths will. So they have a financial incentive to promote the lies. So yeah, I mean, his claim, we discovered, hundreds of millions of people who are like dead people who have social security numbers, who are like 135 years old. Then he said that they're all getting checks. Tens of millions of dead people are getting checks. Where's all the money that's missing? Getting everybody all worked up. Trump's press secretary goes on Fox last night, Caroline Leavitt, and repeats the lie. So now it's on Fox. And the whole thing is a hoax. It's another hoax. It's all coming apart today. What I said is, hey, instead of putting stuff out on, if you've discovered that $4.7 trillion of taxpayer money has been stolen, why are you posting it on a social media app? You should be testifying in front of a grand jury. People should be getting arrested. We should be having congressional hearings. What is Congress doing this week? Nothing. They're not even in session at all. So we're supposed to believe that, that $4.5 trillion has been embezzled from the U.S. government while Trump plays golf and Mike Johnson does nothing this week. That's what we're supposed to believe. No, it's all bullshit.
You're right. I agree. And speaking of no accountability, it seems like, and you mentioned Caroline Leavitt, she's doing another interview on Fox yesterday, as you mentioned, and they keep changing his title around. First, he's working for DOGE, then he's not, then he's doing this, then he's not. What do you make of that? There's no accountability for Elon.
There's one reason why this happened, and the reason is Judge Chutkan. There was a hearing yesterday in front of Judge Chutkan, who people may recall is a DC judge who had Trump's January 6th case, right? She happened to be assigned one of the DOGE lawsuits. So, her attorneys basically went in and tried to claim that Musk was not in charge of DOGE, that he's not appointed to this committee. He is not the one, because the lawsuit was based on the fact that here is this person who hasn't been vetted, who hasn't been screened, no background check, no Senate confirmation hearings, nothing, who's making all these big decisions and gaining access to all this data. So the attorneys were like, no, he's not officially, part of the government. He's an advisor. And she's like, what? That's not what I'm hearing. That's not what I'm reading. So then they go literally like 3 hours after the court yesterday, they went and issued this statement and they filed it with Judge Chutkan. And they said, look, he has now officially been appointed as a senior advisor to Trump. He's not even technically part of the DOGE committee. Not only is he not in charge of it, he's not even a member of it, which is all lie. I mean, he's been promoted by Trump by himself as the head of DOGE many, many times to the press and everything else. But now when it comes time for accountability to say, okay, then let's get this DOGE person who's running it into court to answer for some of this stuff. Oh, no. He's really not, has nothing to do with Doge, right? So it's like a shell game. They claim that they want to be transparent and open, but at every turn, they're hiding the names of the people who work there, the backgrounds, and they're changing Musk's titles constantly.
Speaking of changing titles, I know this is kind of TMZ type stuff, but what did you make at all of this 13th child out there, this woman named Ashley St. Clair, who I've called her a right-wing buffoon before. She's made horrible comments about Kamala Harris. For lack of a better term, I think she had alluded to Kamala Harris bending over to men to make it. And now she has this child, allegedly, with Elon Musk. And Musk has been silent about it. What do you make, if anything, about this story?
Yeah, I know Ashley. I've talked to her a few times. She didn't like one of my two, and that whole thing went down. Of course, I was like all over it because, obviously I know her, and I knew, and Milo, who was Marjorie Taylor Greene's former staffer. Was a very colorful character. Was the first one who put it out that, this stuff, and that Musk had ghosted her. And Musk responded to his, no, I'm saying Milo put out that she had planned this for years to get impregnated by Trump. Milo posted some of her old posts showing that she was asking different people for Musk's contact information so she could get in touch with him, specifically saying that she wanted to have a baby with him. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago. So Milo posted that stuff, and Musk responded to it like his response was, whoa, I didn't know that she planned this for so long. But then Ashley comes in behind that and says, I've been trying to get in touch with you for weeks, Elon. How come you're blowing me off and ignoring me? So the whole drama just kind of unfolded on like Saturday night on Twitter. And I posted some, at first I was like, I'm not going to get involved. I'm going to stay out of it. But then finally I started posting some old screenshots from Ashley, and she was upset about one of them. I forget which one, but it wasn't that good. So I actually deleted it just to so I could avoid further conflict with her. But
Ron, you're a nicer man than I, but it's like as you know, Ron, and listen, you talk to a lot of people that I'm not fond of, but you're very good at remaining, like Laura Loomer, for example, right? She said some nasty things about me. She said some nasty things about everybody. Milo's done my show. Yeah, but I mean, you remain in contact with them, which I can appreciate.
I do talk to them, yeah. Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, Ron, this woman, Ashley, who I don't know, you know her, I don't, said a lot of disparaging things about Kamala Harris sleeping her way to the top. Just awful things. And here's a woman, you slept with Elon Musk. Are we supposed to be led to believe that you liked him for his lavish looks? You're no better than a Melania Trump. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, she's set up in a very lavish apartment in New York City. The other funny thing is she said, I don't want my child doxxed. I mean, no one's doxing a child. The child's 5. No one cares about who the child is.
She wants attention. She wants
attention. She wants money, because the other thing is she has a publicist. Now, you get a publicist because you got pregnant. Like, that's the only reason why she has a publicist. But the publicist mentioned that, like, hey, put out a statement like, we're waiting to hear from Elon. We're waiting for him to acknowledge his parenthood. He wouldn't sign the birth certificate because he was trying to keep it secret, because the kid was born right before the election and he didn't want it to come out. And obviously what they're alluding to is they want child support, because obviously she's set for life now. She's going to get a massive amount of child support.
Right.
And that's probably what this was all about.
Agree, 150%. So if she wants to continue to make disparaging comments about females that are Democrats, I think she should look in the mirror.